Thursday night football, the San Francisco 49ers travel to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Today I got my favorite player prop. Game picked, same game parlay coming right up. Yo, what's going on? My name is Austin from Calling Our Shot. Before I dive into our favorite picks, let's of course talk about a recap from last week. And I gotta be honest with you, the NFL season has been brutal, and last week was no kinder. 2-3 on our spread and over/under picks, our game picks, and then 2-4 on player props. And honestly, this season has sucked. I'm going to own up to it. We're up still 10 units on the year, but that's not what we're accustomed to. I mean, let's flash back to last year. Look at the numbers. I mean, sure, our spread and over-under picks were not great last year. We were down 5.52 units there, but player props, we were dialed on in. 27 units on the year, going up all the way through the Super Bowl. You see this year, just barely breaking even on player props. I got to be better, and I'm hopefully going to start off this week being pretty hot, and hopefully we can go on and have a great last 2 months of the NFL season. We got to dial back in. We've had some brutal breaks in there, but there's no way around those, but look, we got to be better, and we're going to start that with a great Thursday night football picks. Last week we went 2-0 on Thursday night football. Let's go 2-0 tonight. If you want any sportsbook sign-up bonuses, go down below. You can check out them in the description. Take advantage of them. And to all the OG Calling Our Shot fans, go down below, hit that subscribe and hit that like button if you're new. But to the OGs, we'll have a separate kind of slate of NFL action. We have 3 games on Saturday, so we'll have a separate videos for Saturday, probably posted sometime on Friday. Then we'll have a video for Sunday, posted sometime Saturday evening. But without further ado, player prop time. We'll start with this guy. He's having a great year, Mr. Geno Smith, because I'm taking his under 245.5 passing yards, minus 115 on PointsBet. Now, I would play this down to 240.5. Earlier on today, it was 249.5, but I still do think Geno can go under 245, and hopefully he goes under 240 as well, and hopefully he soars under this line. Now, if you were to just look at Geno's stats and not do any more research, you'd be like, all right, let's hammer the over, because Geno's over this line in 5 straight games. However, it's not that simple, because earlier this season versus San Francisco, one of the better defenses that the NFL has to offer, he had 197 passing yards. Now, in that game, the Seahawks were down 20-0 at halftime, and they basically abandoned the run in the second half. Now, that was a perfect game script for Geno Smith to have a ton of passing yards and just kind of get some garbage time. However, he still soared under this line by over 50 yards. And if you look at the 49ers, their defense has been great all year. They're, in fact, just allowing the 12th fewest passing yards in the NFL. And on the road, they allow the fewest passing yards in the NFL at just 174 per game. Now, Pete Carroll obviously has been the Seahawks head coach for a long, long time. But their offense, especially the passing offense, has struggled for San Francisco. If you look back to the previous season with Russell Wilson at the helm, now sure, Russell Wilson stinks this year, but still, when he was in Seattle, he was known as one of the better QBs the NFL had to offer. In his last 10 games for San Francisco, at the helm for Seattle, he averaged 213.5 passing yards per game under this line in 9 of 10 games. Now, Geno Smith has been pretty good this year, but so was Russell Wilson when he was Seattle's QB. Kenneth Walker III is back this week, so they have another solid running back to at least be able to commit a little bit more to the run, and I'm not guaranteeing that we'll see the Seattle Seahawks lose this game. There's no guarantee they could be in this game, and I think they certainly got a chance. So I look at 9 of 13 quarterbacks to face San Francisco have gone under this line. All 6 of them, when they've been at home, when San Fran's been on the road, have gone under this line. Only 4 quarterbacks hit the over. Patrick Mahomes, he's pretty solid. Tua Tagovailoa, Matthew Stafford, and Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady and Stafford both haven't been great this year and both needed 55 and 48 pass attempts to just barely go above this line with 254 and 253 passing yards. Look, Geno Smith, I expect San Francisco to make him dink and dunk down the field, not allow any big plays to guys like Marquise Goodwin, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. And ultimately, I don't know if Geno's going to be able to do it. I think this is a slow-playing game. So give me the under 245.5 passing yards for Mr. Geno Smith. Now, it shouldn't come as a surprise. I don't have a spread pick for this, but my game pick, it's going to be the under 43.5 points. I'm really expecting a low-scoring game here. Minus 110 on FanDuel. 43.5 is the line across all the books. Now, you look at Brock Purdy, who is questionable for this game. I fully expect Brock Purdy to be out there. If for some reason he isn't out there, I don't know who the 49ers really will start at quarterback, but either way, I don't know if they'll play as well as Brock Purdy has played so far. And look, Brock Purdy's been pretty good. Mr. Irrelevant has turned into, I'm not going to say that, he's become Mr. Irrelevant, but still, he's been playing pretty well. But however, he's done both games that he's played well. Both been at home. Now he gets to go into Seattle, the 12th man, and this is basically a primetime. This is a primetime game, and this is basically for the division. The division's on the line. Will Brock Purdy step up and win this game for him? I think he can, but I don't know if it's going to be as, as illustrious and as good as it has looked the last 2 games. I mean, the Seattle Seahawks defense has to show up here, and if the Seahawks lose this game, they not only fall 3 games behind the 49ers for the division, they basically drop back 4, as they would be 0-2 against San Fran this year, losing that tiebreaker. tiebreaker. You look at both these two defenses, we know the 49ers defense is great. First in total yards, first in points per game allowed at just 15.2. The Seahawks defense, the stats don't really back up them being that great. 30th in total yards allowed and 30th in points per game allowed. But they've been a little bit better at home, allowing just 22.5 points per game, 6 fewer than on the road. The Seahawks, like I said, have a young cornerback duo with Kobe Bryant and Tariq Woolen. They've been pretty solid, and the 49ers going to be down Deebo Samuel. He's out for a couple weeks, and while Kyle Shanahan can likely get their offense still humming along, still going to be tough with a rookie QB making his first career road start, primetime game, short week without Deebo Samuel or wide receiver one on their team. I just don't know if it's going to bode for a lot of points. I think this is going to be a lower scoring game. I like the Seahawks to cover, but my game pick would be the under. I like that with a little bit more confidence. I'll take the under 43.5 points for my official game pick of the day. Now it's time for a same game parlay. Now, this game's a little bit tough since I'm assuming this game goes under, and that's my pick. I don't really want to start hammering a bunch of overs, so we're going to take 3 legs, and I think all of them got a chance. We got Christian McCaffrey, and that's the only guy we're counting on. 100-plus rushing yards and an anytime touchdown, and then we got an alt under 53.5 points. Now, you look at Mr. CMC, this is plus 427 on FanDuel. Now, CMC, the hardest leg is obviously for him to get 100-plus rushing yards. Now, he cruised past that last week easily in only 14 rush attempts, and they juiced up his line to 17.5 rushing attempts. We obviously won't see Deebo Samuel stealing any rush attempts, but it's really, really odd. 17.5, that's a line that CMC has only hit once as a member of the 49ers. Are they going to feed him the rock? This is a great matchup from them to feed him the rock. Obviously, we know this 49ers offense very good, and do they want to trust Brock Purdy, whoever's at QB, throwing a ton on the road against some talented cornerbacks for Seattle? I don't think so. We've seen 5 running backs of 100-plus rushing yards versus the Seattle Seahawks defense. Could CMC be the 6th? I certainly think he's capable, especially if he's getting, 18 to 20 touches. We know this 49ers offensive line is one of the best in the league, and they have a great rushing attack. So could we see them lean on the run, kind of chew the clock, keep the ball away from the Seattle Seahawks offense? Wouldn't surprise me at all. We just saw Josh Jacobs have 229 rushing yards just 3 weeks back against the Seahawks defense, who's given up like the 3rd most rushing yards in the league. Look, CMC is obviously talented, and if he's cooking, pretty good chance he probably falls into the end zone. He has a good chance of getting into the end zone regardless. That's like minus 155 on FanDuel. So both these 2 legs, then you throw in an alt under 53.5 points. I just don't see this game being above 54 points. If it is, then CMC's probably got like 6 touchdowns. But either way, I like this same game parlay for a little bit of sprinkle. It's not crazy value, but plus 427. I'll take a plus 400 odd winner. Sign me up. So my official picks, we're going to have the under 43.5. We're going to have Geno Smith's under 245.5 passing yards. And then we're taking that CMC 100-plus rushing yards and a touchdown, plus an alt under just for a little bit of plus 427 odds. Let me know your favorite picks down below in the comments. Appreciate all you guys' love and support. If you're new, hit that subscribe, hit that like button too. We'll have some more NFL videos on Friday and Saturday. Let's have a great week in the NFL. Let's bounce back. Let's start dominating the sports books instead of being dominated by them like we have been the past couple weeks. My name's Austin, signing out. See you guys back in the next one. Peace out.